Karl Singporewala from Ian Ritchie Architects. Welcome to ACO on Air here at Vision London. We're lucky to have you join us just before you go and do your Pechakucha tour.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
And we're looking forward to that a little later because we'll be recording that. That'll be available on ACO on Air. And we'll provide the links at the end of this little interview. So, Karl, I wonder, can you tell us a little bit more about your practice, just the background of your practice? What sort of projects you're involved with?
Okay, work at Ian Ritchie Architects. As an office, it's actually been around as long as I've been alive, actually. And Ian Ritchie in particular, he sort of presides over all the projects in the office. We've kept ourselves to about 25 people, and the main thing about the office is that the people that work on particular projects, they see a project through right from the inception stage all the way through to completion. There isn't like a facade guy who comes in for, stage 2 or stage 3 of the detailed design and so forth. So for instance, the building I'm talking about today, the Sainsbury Wellcome Centre, we won the international competition for that back in 2009.
Oh,
so
really?
I've seen that project all the way through to, it's only recently been completed. So that's why, as I was saying, architects, in my career so far, I've only seen a handful of buildings through to completion just because we've seen it through all the relevant stages rather than focusing in on a specialism.
So you're not a specialist per se, but you are working very specifically on parts of the building at the moment, particularly the Welcome Centre.
Well, I guess it's what's the definition of a specialist with accreditation and so forth like that.
Sure.
But as an architect and working with this cast glass, we started by going to the manufacturers right at the start of the project when we had an understanding of what the brief meant and how that translated into the envelope. And then working with those manufacturers is actually teasing out the materials and pushing them to the limits, what they're capable of. So for instance, with the cast glass, we looked at whether you could sandblast it, enamel it, even different low-E coatings, and which faces you were actually applying that to really get the most out of the material and put it through its paces essentially.
And is this is something that's really made a difference to the project?
Absolutely. The brief was that the building users needed a high level of privacy, and it was an inner city, in a London location. So the difference was when you're 4 stories up in a building in central London, you don't want to feel like you're in a basement because of all these privacy issues. So the translucent facade is essentially a solid wall, which provides the users with diffused natural light for their well-being throughout the day, and the optical quality and the colour of the glass was important as well, because when someone's sitting at their desk and they've got their A4 paper in front of them, the light that's coming through the wall and through the windows as well, you don't want that piece of paper to look green or blue or whatever content is in that glass. So it's specifically teasing out a white, low iron type glass that was to the benefit of the user.
So you just go to the web, you go to the catalogues, and ensure you find the product there.
No.
No.
As I said, the office, the team there has been around as long as I've been alive, and the cast glass, we originally used it in Plymouth at the turn of the millennium, and we're aware of products that are out there, but as an office, it's about innovation. Where this cast glass has been used before, it's used as a second skin, it's used as a screening material, but we've turned it into a solid wall with a high U value, and that really, there's no perimeter heating in it. You're getting that quality of life, but you're not. It's not compromising the space. It's not anything. It's not more expensive. We're adding value to the project.
And this is innovation achieved through working with a manufacturer.
Definitely.
see your practice working directly with the manufacturer to achieve, having worked on a project with them previously.
Yes, we had worked on, but as I said, that was 15 years ago now. But the other
legacy.
but there's another side to it. There's the architect working with the manufacturer, but there's also the contractor involved. And now for this project, we had a facade contractor called Frainer and Rifa, who are based in Brixton in Italy, and we worked with them to develop the detailed design of this. So we introduced them to the cast glass manufacturer, and we continued that research into pushing the material as far as we could.
So I want to push you a little bit further on this topic.
Okay.
So you're not specifically a cladding man. You are a cladding man, but you work a lot with the building envelope. You understand the envelope. You understand architecture generally. This model of approach that you've adopted with the Wellcome Centre and that innovation and that collaboration with third parties, is that one that you can see easily adopted in other areas, or should it be, or is it just a one-off?
No, absolutely. This is the basis of our practice at Ridgway Architects, is working with industry. The architect is not, the conductor of an orchestra who sort of presides over everyone. It's through collaboration with the architects, the engineers, the manufacturers, everyone. This building, for instance. The size and the cost of it. It's not down to any one individual person. It's 5 years of a team of if you put all the consultants together, over 100 people.
So collaboration, working together, is part of the success that you've seen at the Ridgway Architects. Excellent. And is that what you're going to talk about a little later?
Not collaboration.
No.
But I'm going to focus on the material
okay.
specifically and its benefit for the users and how we got there as well.
Excellent. Karl, thank you so much for joining us and taking time before your presentation.
Pleasure. Thank you.